when the blind girl took off her blindfold, unexpectedly found that she could see. She soon learned from the host's memory that the man in front of her was going to sell her to the brothel. So the girl decided to escape and jumped onto the bridge above her head. When she was going to jump onto the bridge, found that the host was too weak to use lightness skills. The girl was originally the top shadow assassin of the Daeho fortress, named Naksu. She had the most terrible dark magic, because she killed many mages in the capital. She was chased by 4 mega families. She faced many powerful enemies alone, but she was not inferior. Everywhere the blade went, enemies fell down. At this time, the leader of the other side shot a mage arrow. Naksu directly split the arrow in half. Unfortunately, he was stabbed by Mage Arrow. She knew she would be killed if she went on like this. Seeing a group of mages rushing towards her, Naksu directly smashed the thick ice layer and jumped into the lake to escape. The enemy pursued her closely and followed her to a village. There were blood stains left along the way. Naksu knew that he had no way to escape. He rushed into a tavern and pushed a girl to the ground. She began to cast her magic, and the room immediately started to smoke, and several black columns rushed into the sky. At this time, the enemy who chased her also rushed to the tavern, but only saw Naksu's cold body. The leader opened Naksu's collar and found a blue mark. It turned out that this was a special mark for those who exchanged souls after using the alchemy of souls. The leader immediately responded and caught the woman who was shivering in the corner of the wall. Strangely, there was no blue mark on the woman's chest. Did the spell of exchanging souls fail? At this time, on a boat in the distance, the blind girl was woken up in a daze. Mudiak. Naksu realized that his soul had been transferred to a blind girl. Its name is Mudiak. It turns out that the alchemy of souls just used by Naksu is a spell that can only be controlled by high-level mage. She can exchange souls with others. Although Naksu has strong magic power, he is too young. He wanted to attach his soul to the girl's body in front of him, but he made a mistake and attached it to the blind girl's body. Although the spell was wrong, it was a blessing in disguise. After exchanging souls, she was able to see things again, and there was no blue mark on her chest, so she would not be found to be a soul shifter. When Mudiak fell into the water, he realized that he had lost all his magic. If he wanted to recover his strength, he had to fill his stomach first. Looking at the roast chicken in front of her, her eyes widened. It was Mudiak's first time to eat meat. She had never eaten such delicious food before. After the feast, Mudiak could not escape the fate and was sold to the brothel. How can a famous shadow assassin stay in such a place? When the procuress wanted to pull her to take a bath, Mudiak grabbed her arm and tried to break it. Then the procuress introduced that although it is a brothel here, the heirs of the 4 families in the capital often come here. They are respectively, the daughter of the Jin family who has the vitality of spring, Jin Choyun, the heir of the Park family who has the energy of a hot summer, Park Dangu, the genius of the Seo family who is as noble as the sunset in fall, Seo Yo. Then there is Jang Yu, the successor of the Jang family, who is as dazzling as the winter snow.